Thinking about how your loved ones will manage an inheritance can feel a bit overwhelming, especially when it involves something as important as a retirement account. It is smart to prepare, ensuring financial peace of mind for everyone involved. For non-designated beneficiaries of an inherited individual retirement account, the required minimum distribution rules generally follow either a 5-year rule or a 10-year rule. The specific rule that applies depends largely on the date, the original individual retirement account owner passed away, and if the beneficiary is an individual or an entity. The core reason behind these different rules lies in how the Internal Revenue Service categorizes beneficiaries. A non-designated beneficiary is typically an entity, like an estate, a charity, or a trust that does not meet specific requirements to be treated as an individual. Before the Secure Act of 2020, if the original owner died before their required beginning date for distributions and the beneficiary was non-designated, the entire individual retirement account had to be distributed by the end of the 5th year following the owner's death. This is known as the 5-year rule. However, for individual retirement account owners who passed away on or after January 1, 2020, the Secure Act introduced a 10-year rule for most non-designated beneficiaries. This means the entire account must be distributed by the end of the 10th year following the owner's death. To apply these rules, you first need to determine the original individual retirement account owner's date of death. If they passed away before 2020, you will generally be looking at the 5-year rule. If their death occurred in 2020 or later, the 10-year rule will usually apply. It is crucial to work directly with the financial institution holding the inherited individual retirement account to understand their specific procedures for distributions. Remember, under both rules, there are no annual required minimum distributions required, but the entire balance must be withdrawn by the end of the 5th or 10th calendar year, respectively. An important distinction to understand is the difference between a non-designated beneficiary and an eligible designated beneficiary. Eligible designated beneficiaries, like spouses, minor children, or chronically ill individuals, have more flexible distribution options, often allowing them to stretch distributions over their own life expectancy. The 10-year rule is a significant change, consolidating distribution periods for many beneficiaries and simplifying some aspects, but it also removes the long-term tax deferral benefits that were once common. Missing a deadline for distribution can lead to a 50% penalty on the amount that should have been withdrawn, so accuracy is key. Understanding these inherited individual retirement account distribution rules for non-designated beneficiaries is vital to managing the inheritance correctly and avoiding costly penalties. By identifying the correct distribution timeline, whether it is the 5-year or 10-year rule based on the individual retirement account owner's passing date, you can effectively plan withdrawals and ensure the inherited assets are handled in the most financially sound way, preserving their value for the intended purpose.